Let us continue playing Dwarf Fortress. So, brief things I've done off screen. I added a few more stockpiles for various things here, which appear to be full here. I've also put in quite a few doors and things, and I'll set up some more beds and general sleeping areas next time off screen. What I'm going to do in the near future, though, is build a tunnel to there. Once I've got the floor of this place in, I'm going to build a second larger area, and while my animals are perfectly happy and will survive long enough eating fungus underground, I've discovered a few general uses of it. I mean, obviously, there's the food aspect. We can get some minor fungi and things, but also one of the things that I hadn't really registered until just now when I noticed a door made out of it. Some of these things are trees. Fungi wood, as you can see here. We can actually chop those down. So, we have internal wood stocks now, which actually is quite a good thing, because it's one less reason to go outside. Obviously I've still got the fishing area, and I think I might have to build sort of tunneling area, a massive wall around the edge of the map here, and just have an underground channel to the so the fisherdwarves can go underground along this. The main reason is I want to, sooner or later, I want to close those two bridges up permanently. I know I've got hunters and things that are still going to go around, and the handiwork is clearly everywhere. But I'd prefer to try and shut my doors underground-ish as much as possible. I'm also going to expand the workshop areas here, because I prefer to actually have some individual workshops for some people. A second carpenter's would be quite useful, maybe, but certainly an additional mason store and an additional craft dwarf store, just so I've got some additional things on the go, because I want to make this purely bone crafting, and then have another craft dwarf place for all the other stuff. So, let us continue there, and we'll wait for our miners to eventually get onto that. All the while, we still have the thing from the deep to worry about. And yep, you're making bronze for us, nice. Ah, Faf, you have given birth to another baby. Congratulations! So, okay, so therefore we have to find Faf's room, which I believe is this one, I believe. Okay, assigned bed to the dwarven baby. Might be slightly unhappy that he's now lost a room, though. Who just lost their area? Assigned bed. I'm trying to go top down, so eventually people will have rooms. And this will keep them happy, more or less. So, trapper. Of course, once I have additional things in there, it'll be better, but build bed needs bed. We need a few more beds, it would seem. Four, five, six. 6 more beds. And a few more doors on repeat. And then some barrels on repeat, I think. Because we can use the masons to make some other things. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, continue. We have a lot of clothing that's being made now. Ah, leather armour. Perfect. Auto buffalo leather armour. And of course that, I think, is our shield or buckler thing. wolf leather. We have lots of suits of armour. That's a good thing. Somebody's fell asleep at the wrong place, really. But we are now more interested in making clothing, I think. Leggings. How actually good are you at this point? You are fresher, turner, skilled level worker. Excellent. So obviously he'll get better and better at it as he goes on. Dippy doo, dippy doo doo. I could really do with somebody picking up all of the plants here. No, that's good. So I really don't want them going to waste. We're low on fish stocks, and that surprises me a little. Yeah, I think for this the problem is I'd need to put another barracks in to be absolutely safe here. So what I would do is I would make this area here one large barracks. I would then put another fishery and fish store here, I think. So that would be the fish storage, that would be another fishery. And split that in two, so I have the prepared fish and then the unprepared fish. Not a worry. That would be a large barrack style area. Then this would go out a bit. Probably a bit further than that, really. You know, upward stairways here, and build a wall. Sort of just covering this corner off. I know we'd still get a few things coming from inside, but the point is, in order to get into the fortress, they'd have to go through the barracks. And that's kind of what I want to do here as well. When I set this up, this is going to be another sort of area which will eventually feed under the pasture I'm going to put around here-ish, which will be surrounded by a wall and have a roof on top. All this essentially means we're going to need a lot more chalk. Where are our miners these days? No idea. Ah, but they are actually doing work. Good. And of course, expanding the area along here does have the additional advantage of giving us more spore trees to chop down. Well, they're just plump helmets. Why are people dumping plump helmets everywhere? Esm has created a masterpiece. Excellent. Excellent. Assume Esm's are... No. He's not our craft dwarf there. And he's obviously going and decorating with bones, I think. So, let's have a brief look at what metals we got there. We have platinum. You know what? Once we have some more bolts and things, I want to actually make some platinum coins. Just because they're probably going to be quite valuable. And I always like making coins. So we have some brass, some bronze, some lay pewter. Yeah, we got a few things. Right. Trying to continue digging, I think. Not necessarily to actually get some areas in, but I'd actually prefer to put some more stock areas down here. Just for general goods and furniture and things. And also, so that we have some more stone being dug out, because we need chalk. Getting a bit urgent on the chalk front, actually, seemingly. I know it's pretty much the only stone we've found so far, and it is good. But also, some exploratory digging might actually randomly encounter something more valuable. But this will, once I get it sorted out, be another sort of large stockroom area. Resume. But of course there's plenty for them to dig out at the moment, so we're under no rush. Oh, migrants. Oh, weaponsmith. Please be a good weaponsmith. Accomplished weaponsmith. Excellent. Right, well, no prizes for guessing what you're doing. Weaponsmithing. Do you have any other skills, actually? Mace Dwarf. I think you can join the military. Usherer. Okay. Resume. So there's a metalsmith, a ranger, a siege engineer, and a farmer. So you're a hunter, so talented ambusher. Yeah, you can go and do the hunting thing. Hunting, trapping, animal dissection. Which is again food production, so we'll let that fine. Siege engineer. I think for you, you can also do siege operating, pump operating. Again, I keep assigning people to that, and I should really have pumping networks, at least getting some underground. I don't know. While you're not doing that, though, you can learn how to fish. You're a lye maker. Novice woodcrafter, novice pacifier. So farming, lye making. You can put a hand towards... not necessarily that. Farming the fields, certainly. And some potash making. So that's another metalsmith, another siege engineer, and a woodsman. A woodburner. Competent fisher dwarf. Novice gem setter. Okay. Then you can do some fishing. And I guess there's no harm in giving you furnace operating. Actually, no, it's not that, is it? It's under... what is it under? I remember looking for this last time and not finding it. There we go. So he has have wood burning on automatically. Right, he's a mechanic. We have no problems with that, and actually he's very good at it. So, let's also have him mill, because he can do that. You're just a woodworker. General woodworker, actually. So let's assign him to all the woodworking jobs, which he already is. And while he's not doing that, he can farm the fields. You cannot underestimate how much food is important now, especially with this many dwarves, and that's 2 farmers. Good. You're a planter. Grower. He doesn't have a lot else other than growing, but we will assign him to plant gathering at the very least. And then you... lye making. Talented siege engineer. Well, I'm all for keeping people within their talent base, so you can also farm the fields. Alright, what are you two doing? You are a shearer, waxworker, comedian. Okay, so you can do shearing, waxworking, animal care, and farming fields. You are an engraver, though not a very good one. Okay. You can do certain... Actually, I don't really want you doing that. That's not a good skill for you. You can learn a new skill. You can learn how to fish. 3 more. This is a large immigration. Right. General, Highmaster, Miller, and Fresher. Plant gathering, plant processing, milling, farming farming the fields. Another shearer and a novice furnace operator. For upgrades, another wooden masterpiece, as if we'd expect anything less at this point. So, preferences, labour, you can do shearing, milking, beekeeping, and pressing. Yeah, that'll do. You are a spinner. And in fact, you're actually better suited for jobs I just gave everybody. What was it? Spinner, shearer, miller. Plant gathering, plant processing. Ooh, now you've got a weapon of some kind. So hopefully, oh, he's a woodcutter, he might just have an axe. Store item in bin. Wood cutting and not a lot else. Well, you can certainly have wood cutting, but you can also learn how to fish. As for you, suturer. Ooh, skilled sword dwarf. Okay. And I'm putting you as a double plus because I think, looking at your skill set here, you're probably looking at it. Yeah, I think you are going to lead our third squad. Which I don't have a problem with. Proficiency, labour. So, what was this? No, actually, what's this general's? No, ignore the combat ones. Building design. And I guess he's a doctor. Architecture. Healthcare. Yeah, that works. And I guess you can farm the fields in your spare time. Alright, that might be it then. We have lots more cats, I'll be honest. I'm not... Is that another suturer? Yeah, it is. Okay, what do you have? You're a siege engineer. Talented wound dresser. Yeah. Therefore, you can work the fields. I'm not sure I've got anybody who can do that, so you can learn how to do that. Other than that, all your jobs are your own. Which says it's siege engineer. Siege engineer. Anybody else? Anybody at all? So, we now have 70 dwarves. And our food stores are looking okay. Yeah, most of it is seeds or other. Just means we should really get things planted. Right. So, we need all that dug out quite quickly. Just have another quick look underground for the Beast of Doom. No, the Beast of Doom seems okay. Resume. So we now have a bucket load of idlers. They will be idle until they meet up with people and start looking at other jobs. Okay, let's go and... do we have enough here? So I did consider this a while ago. 2, 3, 4... Yeah, and another small row here, I guess. Yeah. Slightly annoying. But we can put them in. Row of tables, row of chairs. Oh, do I do 2? No, we get more this way, I think. Alright, need logs. Okay, we need logs. Where are our woodcutters going off to? Eventually, do we need more axes? Come to that point. We shouldn't do, we have plenty of things like that. And it appears we've used up all of those. Okay, next thing we can do with this then is to create a couple more training axes. Next time you get an opportunity, and designate cut down trees. Let's see if we can do it. So if we can, awesome. And if we can't, oh well. Actually, don't want to designate from there, that'll just lead to disaster. Alright, to resume. Do 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 do. The one big issue I do have at the moment is activity zones. But there are ways around things, so I guess we can always worry about that later. And now that they've all gone and introduced themselves, our number of idlers has dropped slightly. Now, as soon as our miners would actually get back to work, we should be alright. Do do do. Some redstone there, fire clay. Do 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 do. Decorate with bone. What's actually there? We have a willow cabinet. Superior quality. I wonder if he's just decorating the cabinets with bones. If he does, that's quite cool. And of course, that is our new weaponsmith, aren't you? No, he's our armourer. Forging a bronze shield. That means actually somebody's gone and done that already. Do 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 do. I'm really looking forward to our next trade thing, and this is what I mean. You may notice that fungi wood logs. Now these can only be, these are the weird fungi trees and spore trees and various other things that we're finding underground. Just means it's not immensely, it's not a large amount of trees we're going to get from them, but being able to do that is an advantage, and already that's filling up again. And what it's filling up mostly, I'm certain of this, is bees. And withered plants, because people aren't picking them up. As I've said before, I hate waste. I've said this once or twice before, but I'm almost at the point where I want to let him go through now. Because I think with 12 dwarves we might... Thing is, I have no clue how tough he is. No clue. I'll turn mining back on for you. But I don't mind that you're doing that, if I'm honest. What I should consider... What have I actually got spare out of all this? I've got badger soap. Electrum, bismuth... What can I make an anvil out of? Fairly certain. Yeah, there's only very specific things we can make it out of. We might be able to make it out of bronze and brass and things. maybe? No. I think iron and steel are the two common ones. There are a few others you can make it out of, but we've used up all of our iron and steel already, haven't we? Right, I'm going to queue up 5 more of those and 5 more of those. And now I'm very interested in what you're carrying. Inventory? Badger bone figurine of a dwarf, not worth a lot. Ropeweed 5S2. Description. No worries then. Leather shirts. Because of course I'm fairly certain that dwarves, they do wear down their clothing, which is partially why I'm making more of it. But I'm fairly certain they just discard the other ones, which is why we've got so much cheap stuff in there. Because they will obviously wear whatever's better for them. Still. Okay. How many beds do we have? First of all, let's get the rooms sorted out. I have a few, so I'll make 3 there. And then we'll now begin this little area. Bed. Bed. Yeah, I was kind of hoping not to mess this up too much, but oh well. And another bed there. We do want to place 2 doors here and here with another door which we will save for now, actually. So we have 77 beds placed. We have more than enough to provide for everyone. What I think we probably have to do now, or at least very soon, make 2 armor stands, make 2 weapon racks, chest, cabinets, bed, 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 bed. Jeweler's workshop, cut gems, we don't have any. Encrusted gems, we don't have any at all. Right. I need my miners to actually start doing some work on that one now. Okay. So, with not a lot actually happening, but a lot being planned for. Oh, and look at that. That's now... I'm quite liking how this is going. I'm probably going to leave the refuse area uncovered because I'm not sure whether covering it up causes miasma. Because I'm not so sure on that one, I'm going to leave that open, but I will, at some point in the very near future, put doors in. Here and here. Okay. So, our quest continues. Will we be able to slay the thing downstairs? What else is going to come and attack us very soon? Who knows? Until next time.